Welcome back to my loft, everybody. Appreciate you being here today. I'm going to reshoot. This is not an unboxing because I've already owned this deck for a while. I wanted to give it like a proper review. I'm gonna probably erase the old video. Setup's just a little cuter now, and I used it now. I didn't like this deck in the beginning. Honestly, it's grown on me. So this is a Colette Baron Reid, who happens to make the widely known and loved Spirit Animal Oracle. This one, everybody knows this one. Mine is the cheap chintzy knockoff version. However, so she's, you know, a lot of people know this deck. Some people love it, some people don't. Let's go through it. So this is just a flip through of one that we've already done. This deck is crazy. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it. Let's just say that. So I like the box. It has a lovely, the box is nice, and I like a good hardy box because I'm not the most gentle. I take my cards places, you know, so they gotta be, I like to know that they're gonna be okay in my baggage or purse or whatever. So great box, great for display. And then we've got this book. This is a thick little book right here. Look at this sucker. It's not big, but it is thick. So many pages. The nice thing about it is look how big that writing is. So if you're blind like me and you don't love to read, it's a quick read. And I truly love the style in which it's written. I think she's a fabulous writer. This one, I won't always consult the book on meanings of tarot or oracles. This is an oracle, not a tarot. I really like, she's got a cool breakdown. So the essential meanings, the oracle's message, relationship message, and I think there's one about money or something. Yeah, prosperity message, which is everybody's #1 question aside from love. And then we got protection message. So it's lovely. I mean, if you wanted to just go, if you're a learner, we're all learners, right? Never stop learning. What I mean is if you're a beginner into cards, like this type, occult cards, we'll call them that. If you're new to this world, there's a lot of symbols that tend to mean the same thing, and everybody is going to take the meaning differently, so it doesn't matter. But if you just really need a good guidebook on what, or if you just want to see what that writer's take on that symbol is, it's an excellent book. Excellent, excellent. This is one deck where I will stop and read what the book says, because I like their explanations. So we start out with Yang, which is the male energy, right? So guess what's next? The Yin, the female energy. And they are numbered. There is a border. They are high gloss, but they're not slippery. This is a very thick deck. So these are thick cards. They're not as thick as like Whispers of the Ocean thick, or my Garbage Pail Kids thick. They're not that thick, but they are thick. So kind of a tough one to handle. And also, if you notice, I've been shuffling these for a long time. I had these for a while, and they're not straight and flat anymore. They do, from shuffling, they've gotten a funky curve, like a funky spine. Scoliosis, right? Yeah, it reminds me of that. So they'll never be flat again, I don't believe, which is fine. Who cares? I beat up my cards like crazy because I'm just a wild shuffler. So we had the male, female. This is one of the 2 cards that I bought this deck for. Actually, I think 3. There's sometimes you see a card and you're like, oh, gotta have it. I'll buy the whole deck just for that one. This is one that I love. So I'm not a professional tarot reader or anything, not a professional astrologer. I'm just a huge fan. I like occult tools. I err on the side of good. I got big angels. We'll just put it that way. I would consider, if I had to put myself in a box, I'd say I'm a medium, spooky medium lady. And this deck, I wanted it for a few cards, and the rest of it I was like, that is way too airy-fairy for me. Because if you've seen any of my other stuff, I like the dark stuff, I like the gruesome stuff. I'm just a weirdo, so I didn't want this card at first, or this deck, because I was like, I want those few cards, but the rest of it's, what am I going to do with that? But there's a lot you can do with it. So not for you, we've got black and white balance, of course. There's so much to do with the checkerboard. The one thing I don't love about this, I will say this is a dark deck, and you're gonna be like, why? You know, because it is so airy-fairy. That's what's kind of weird about this deck. Maybe that's why I didn't use it a lot. I use it a lot now. And some of the symbolism to me goes on the darker end of things. If you know a bit about certain spiritualities, symbolism, they're not all good symbols sometimes. I'm not gonna go into that, but I recognize certain things on here that I don't love. I'll see the same things in the tarot. Doesn't matter for me, because, you know, this one. This is another one that I bought this deck for. So I love the Treasure Island. I love the sea turtle. I got to swim with one. It was so cool. We went to Hawaii, my first time in my life this summer. We're very lucky and blessed we got to do that. It's horrifying getting on the plane again. I have been on a plane that crash landed, and it's a game changer. Make you think twice about getting in one of those again. But yeah. Cool thing is we happened to be there on the day my brother's anniversary of his death. Both my brothers are on the other side. They're in a better place, we'll put it that way. But what's wild is we wound up on vacation in Hawaii on his anniversary of his death, and I was out swimming around in the ocean. My husband was on the beach. Me and our youngest was out in the water, and he starts yelling. He goes, "Katie!" And I'm like, "Oh crap! Is there a shark?" You know, I got my little one next to me. I'm like, "Oh no!" Because there's a turtle. So I look up, and about 4 feet away from me, this huge turtle head he was just swimming right next to me. It was really cute. So I always think of my brothers every time. I love critters, and every time I'm out and about, and my dad and stuff. So they always send me cool critters. Is how I feel. So, I don't know. I love it. Love it. Love it. You know, cards like this to me. This is one of those that I'm like, I don't love it. I love the Unfinished Symphony. I love the keyboard. I love the music notes. I love the birds. But I don't understand this egg with the face on it. Like, maybe it's a bit abstract for me, this deck. But, you know, this girl, she's cute. I guess you consider it kind of a jester outfit? Again, I don't know. Some of these weird little, they throw weird stuff in here, and I'm like, it's supposed to be airy-fairy, but then you look deeper, you're like, I don't like some of that. You know? And again, we got the checkerboard, you know, which is, I love elephants. That's super cute. And it's on the 11th. It's almost my birthday on the 11th. I'm gonna be an old lady pretty soon here. I love the number 11. But there's a lot about, with this stuff, there's a lot about balance. Black and white, you will see that constantly. Pretty interesting stuff. Y'all, it's like a jackalope, but like is that a llama? Alpacas are the furry ones with the giant eyeballs, right? And then llamas are the ones that spit on you. It's a llama with antlers. See, and then we got a monkey over here. Like, that's what I don't love about this deck, is how random it is. But, I mean, if you're spunky, maybe you'll like that about it. It's just a weird one. This is a deck I pull, like, randomly. And it's really grown on me over time. I love this owl. He's so cute. There are a ton of masks in this. I'm not a big fan of masks. We'll say that. Oh, he's so cute. Message in a bottle. But the cool thing is, there's a million little symbols that you can go off in a reading. It is quite helpful in that way. I don't need cards for readings and stuff, but I really like the visual aid. It keeps people busy. It's fun. I love beautiful artwork. It's nice to look at things. This one pops up when I do readings for others. I get this card often. I think because a lot of people, I tell my kids all the time, you know, my youngest, you forget how impressionable kids and people in general are. A lot of stuff online, I tell everybody, nothing you see online is real. They're editing the heck out of it. The background, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Nothing you see on TV or on the internet is real. So this one pops up a lot, and I think people get a little jaded. They kind of, I don't know, if they just get wrapped up into something and then realize later on, like, why did I think so highly of that? Gotta kind of remind people, not everything you see is real. This one's really pretty. This one pops up for me all the time. I pull this card all the time, which is funny. I'm not the fairy person. I'm not like the airy fairy again. Like, fae is cool. There's people that are super into fae. I'm really not. I love the outdoors and the grass. I'll go sit by the trees, and I like the critters. I like the bugs. I like weird stuff. Flowers and the plants. I love this card. I'm Luck Spinner, so. I used to be Pink Cosmo Crafts for about 8 years. That was my Etsy. I had an Etsy store. My channel started out doing crafts because my kids were a lot younger then. Our girls were much younger, so we were doing a lot of like cutesy little crafty stuff. I'd like to take my channel into a much more adult version. I'm gonna wait till our youngest is 18 before I really bust it loose and tell my dark, gruesome stories. So for now, I've got to keep it cheesy, but man, I can't wait to one day just speak freely on here, you know? But look how cute! This one comes up a lot. To me, this is my decluttering card. Like, you go through the fridge and throw some old food out kind of card. When this pops up, it's like, you need to get doing some boring, mundane house chores. Or go clean your closet out. A lot of people, they want to change in their life, and it's like, you know what? Start small. You gotta remind people. Like, it begins small. Go clean the fridge. Go through your closet. I bet you got clothes in there that you haven't worn in 5 years, and you're not gonna wear in another 5. So, you know, for me, this is a cool card because it's a declutter card. That's how I see that one. Oh, I get this one nonstop too. Somebody called me entitled the other day online. I love the interwebs. YouTube's fun. I learned so many cool things. I did a lay video about money, how to fold money and stuff. And this random lady was like, it's illegal to fold money in my country. And I thought it was a joke. I'm very sarcastic, so I wasn't sure how to take it. I don't know if I wrote something kind of funny back. But she was like, yeah, no, our money's made of polymer and it's highly illegal to damage it. Or, oh, that's what it was. I told her, I said, well, we can fold ours all we want, but we can't destroy it. You know, we get in trouble for that. But man, I looked it up and learned all about it. I was like, holy cow, there's a country that does not have paper money. That's weird. And then on the other opposite end of it, I'll get, you know, like 99.9% of my interaction with people on YouTube and comments I've gotten from beautiful, wonderful, lovely, happy souls. And then once in a while, you just get that angry weirdo that just hates happy, you know? They just want to bring everybody around them down. Little fox, how cute is that? I love this card. Yeah, I got called. There was an airplane one. I think I just said it. I was in a crash landing, and we went to Hawaii. This is something I have never got to do in my lifetime, and I was absolutely terrified. I did not want to get back in a plane, and so people don't understand my sarcasm sometimes. I can see that. I've got a weird sense of humor. Again, very dark. But I think they were talking about, you know, the summer's real hot. We've got a real hot summer happening again. Happy. Thank you to everybody who's so sweet, by the way. I do love our YouTube family's amazing. You guys are great. But man, so I wrote something snarky on, they were saying how people are getting trapped in these planes and it's hot on the plane and there's a lot more, you know, danger in the skies and things like that. And I just wrote this silly, like, I don't remember what I said. It was like, as if your travel anxiety wasn't high enough. Try to stay in good spirits, y'all, or something. And some weirdo, some fun hater wrote on there, oh, how entitled do you have to have travel anxiety? So I clapped back and I said, well, you know, some people have been in gnarly wrecks as a passenger, and even getting in a car can give you travel anxiety. Like, you don't know everything. I think I said it's a lot of reasons that people don't want to get in a plane, and entitlement is probably not one of those reasons. I would like to be able to say F off, but AdSense, you know, I'm in their good graces. I've never got a strike, so I'm gonna stay in their good graces. But trust, when my youngest turns 18, I'm not going to be so nice back anymore. By then I won't care. YouTube's a blast. You know, it's wild. They came in with these shorts and it really leveled the field and changed the game. YouTube, at my best, I'm gonna be very honest, I don't know if we're allowed to disclose this, honestly. A lot of people do, though. I'm not gonna show my backside of like the studio app or nothing, but at my best, I have been so blessed on here. I've been entitled, we'll say that. I prefer blessed. that guy can F off. But at my best, I have lucked out and rode the algorithm wave once or twice. And at my best, I made $600 a month off here. Believe it or not, I get this card nonstop. I get polar bears nonstop. For me, in my personal readings, I pull the bear constantly, which is hilarious. I was thinking the Coke bears. In the 90s, I collected antique Coke stuff. I love logos and things. They have the most beautiful logo I've ever seen. So I get this guy all the time. But bears are like protection and ancestors and stuff. Oh, so many cool things there. What the heck was I just talking about? Oh, yeah. I was talking about how entitled I am. Yeah, YouTube has blessed me. Magically, I've lucked out, and I've made months where I've pulled in about $600 a month at my very best. You know, that was like the very best. But currently, you know, they came in with shorts, and I think right now I'm at like $60 a month, which is amazing. I will take it. I'm not complaining. I'm truly not complaining. That's more than I deserve, for sure. On my channel, I'm not a pro at anything. I don't know what I'm doing. My subjects change. The algorithm hates me because I bounce from subject to subject, doesn't know what to do with me. So I can't expect a whole lot, but I mean, I'm pretty grateful. That between that and I'm a Google guide, so AdSense, I've got kind of a portfolio going on there, do a lot of reviews. So for me now, YouTube's just purely for fun, and anything that comes from it, I just take it as like, man, that rocks. That's cool. Thank you. And but I don't hardcore, it's not my job. My husband works his butt off so that I can do this right now. So he's the one that's, yeah, he's got the real skills. This is what I do for funsies. I like to talk to people. Where I live, I'm kind of the exile. I'm born and raised in a state where I never fit in. We'll put it that way. So I like to get online and talk to people that I call normal. So here I'm not normal, but outside of my state, there are normal people. YouTube's just been a fun journey all around. I learned so much. I wish this platform would stop trying to be TikTok and go back to like educational stuff. It really drives me nuts. Today's a long form video. I took about a month off there. I just really got behind. Oh, he's so cool. This card comes up a lot too. I love this. Chester Cheeto Chester there. All in butt. How cute is that? And it's number 47. Oh, I got a great ghost story about 147, but I can't. I'm not gonna tell it. In about 6-7 more years here. Then we'll go on a dark, twisty ghost. My channel will turn real fun. So, for now, we'll keep it cheesy. We squishmallow hunt still. Our girls love plushies, so we do a lot of that. Anymore, if you've seen my shorts nowadays. Oh, this was another one I bought this deck for, actually. It's a fantastic card right there. Yeah, if you notice my shorts, it's hilarious. Our favorite hobby now is we go to grocery store shopping. Grocery store shopping. And I like to film new weird flavors of food. I hope nobody's eating all this food. There's a lot of sugar, bad stuff for you. But I find it interesting to see all these, like the cereal aisle. Oh, speaking of, as a kid, it was boring. You go in there now, it's like Twinkie donut flavored, whatever mixed with, and it's like 3/4 of it is marshmallows. Yeah, they got it good now. I think I saw Nutty Buddy ones there the other day. I was like, holy crap, this is cool. But yeah, so a lot of my shorts, I'm very random now. I'm a very random channel lately, so apologies for all the weirdness there, but I don't know what we're doing. I'm always changing, shifting gears. It's good to, switch up the energy, keep the energy light and fun and happy. This is not an obligatory initial shuffle because, again, I've already had this deck. But the flexibility test, they're not very flexible. They're real sick. The riffle, I'm going to show you, even broken in, they still don't riffle that well because of that curve. So, yeah. My big nails make this very difficult. Again, they're bent in a funky way here. I wish they laid flat. They'd be a lot prettier. but still, you know what? Kind of rocks. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. They are a little bit bigger than average cards. So, do a lot of hand over hand action on these bigger cards. And 20 minutes, wow. It's another long one. I always think I'm gonna get through these flip-throughs super fast, and then I don't. Sorry. So here's our little mini reading for the day. Oh, there it is. All that glitters. Remember that, guys. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't get down on yourself, and definitely try to see through what's really going on, because there's a lot of stuff out there that's altered. And people forget that. Don't let yourself be fooled. Change in the wind. Ooh, got a change coming. I like that. I always keep it. What is it called? Life path number 5. Y'all ever do that with your birthday? Figure out your life path number? Mine has changed, and I've had some significant ones, so change isn't always bad. If you watch my channel, you know the death card is my favorite card of the tarot, and it's because it's mainly about change. Sometimes you want something to end, you know, moving on to different things. I like to switch gears. And then fork in the road. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe you're about to hit a cool fork in the road here with a big old change at the end of it. Or maybe you're just going to get to pet some llamas. How cute would that be? Actually, you know what? We got 2 hoofed animals. This is fun. You know what? Maybe you're going to a petting zoo. Or the farm or something cool. They both, oh, he's got some on his back. They both got saddles. How neat. So something to do with the hooved critter in your future. You like to say on these flip throughs, this is like your week ahead, but who knows? I really don't know. But I do hope you have a beautiful journey wherever you're headed, and appreciate your time. Do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for somebody around you. Whoa, my cats are not being very nice. Whew. They fighting. That happens. Yep, take good care of yourself, and drink more water. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.